These best friends got the same haircut to trick their teacher so she wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Oh, so you know English, which is the real bat. Nobody, Twitter. Thanks for being patient, a team member is coming to cancel you. Hey, what do you think of my new comic? Meh. Oh, wait. That's better. Me hanging out with friends and having fun when that existential crisis hits. Why do it now when it can be done later? Sun Tzu Art of Procrastination. Plus-sized women admit they aren't attracted to overweight men. Hold on, how come the women get to be plus size but the men are overweight? Gambling addicts be like, yeah, I have got money. Personal emergency kits are a growing market in an uncertain world. When I'm on public transport and I hear the intro to Coco Melon. Is it weird that I bite my dog sometimes to make her feel like I'm a dog? What? Not a cell phone in sight, just people living the moment. Me telling a joke about my teacher, the teacher behind me. If you pull the lever, Harambe will lie. If you don't, his existence will never be appreciated. What do we value higher, Harambe or the idea of Harambe? You think you can hurt my feelings? I used to hold the light for my dad. Woman claims wind blew pills into her purse. He's a who's been like it's a suspected terrorist in Guantanamo Bay for so long that he gave it Stockholm Syndrome and it's fallen in love with the hand that uses it. He needs to retrain his D and his mind and stop looking at Sean and effing fruit because it's effed him up for normal interaction. This is cut from a man, by the way, one that has had X before. Had X on New Year's night, balloon broke, GF celebration day, her is 5 days late, both still live with parents in college. GF says a sin. What do anons? Gandalf. Many forget that even the smallest among us can contribute great things. Frodo. Even Gandalf. No. Xbox players facing 1-year bans as part of new strike feature. Xbox players are going to need to walk a fine line if they are to remain on their accounts because Microsoft is cracking down on toxic gamers. During my interview today, I poured some water into a cup and it overflowed a little bit. Nervous? Asked the interviewer. I simply replied, no, I just always give 110%. Most third world migrants cannot assimilate into civil societies. Prove me wrong. Third world refugee here. I have a PhD in English and I won a Pulitzer Prize in fiction. What have you done? Is uranium edible? Once. I think the spookiest thing that happened last night at Horror Nights was when Terry Crews rudely said no when I asked for a picture. No, the scariest thing I saw was you rudely pushing through my kids like a zombie to ask for one. I'm completely convinced the Church of Satan was started by atheists purely for tax exemption purposes. We don't support tax exemption for religious organizations. We pay our taxes and challenge other churches to do the same. Reading our FAQ would have told you that. Someone next to me yelled at Billy Corgan to play 1979 and he straight up did this back. He looks like Seth warmed up. The blue-haired Asian judge looks like Jackie Chan and Elton John had a baby then p***ed it. Kylie Jenner defends Travis Scott amid Astro World tragedy. Is that his auto-tune or is that the wind whistling through her ears? My kid said being a grown-up must be awesome because you can eat junk food and no one makes you get up in the morning and you don't have to take showers if you don't want to, and I didn't want to ruin it for them by explaining that they are describing depression. Not a sad time but a joyful one. The horse we have been training to skydive has returned to the arms of the Lord. We pushed a horse out of a plane and it effing lied. Remember when we cried as kids and our parents said I'll give you something to cry about? We thought they were going to hit us but instead they destroyed the housing market, quadrupled college tuition and melted the ice caps. When you can differentiate between anime and based on the art style, this is my gift, my curse. Dawn Bailey complained about Deliveroo after her order was not delivered and she was still charged. She looks like a Myra Hindley Funko Pop. Me trying not to react after my barber's brushed against my forearm, and it be rock solid. You have $4,000, your best friend needs $2,000 and your girl needs $1,000. How much you have left now? $4,000 and 2 unread messages. Teacher, no eating in class, kids at the back. Beware if a girl shows up like this. It's interesting growing up and learning that most adults are not smart. I had my suspicions as a kid, but I didn't think the situation was this dire. World problems. People praying. I don't know why, but I have this weird urge to imagine my D being in the middle of scissors when I see them open. Like I don't wanna chop it off cause I can do the helicopter, but I'm just so curious, like what's that level of pain like, you know? LMAO. I swear to god if you write lol and not lol, I will be forced to break every bone in your body in alphabetical order. When you watch a video of yourself and hear your voice. She is so bad. Penelope is a kid dog. She about to have a kid. If pineapples developed a spiky exterior to protect the tasty fruit inside, can you imagine how delicious hedgehogs must taste? By this logic, bushy should taste the best, but my experience has determined otherwise. Happy 102nd birthday to Winnie the Pooh. Still wearing that crop top at that age is insane. I have never had a sibling. Is all of this normal? My daughter wanted to flush my son down the toilet. Lesbians are the biggest hypocrites ever. They do not F men and yet they use a fake D to please themselves. Someone got rejected by a lesbian. The teacher at the parents-teacher meeting warning parents that some kids use their phone for up to 3 hours. Me with 9 hours daily average screen time. I actually prefer the smaller ones. RIP your inbox. Lol, I care not. If guys really wanna show me their smaller ones, I ain't gonna complain, as long as they realize I'm a guy. She is disabled. Just go to settings and enable it. Not another speeding ticket. I'll contest it in court, but I don't think they accept gotta go fast as a medical condition. Yeah, breakups hurt, but have you ever come across a meme that you would have sent to a person you don't talk to anymore? Got this position in chess.com. How do I save my king? I'm gonna delete the Duolingo app. I'm gonna delete your family. In the I'm getting old department, a kid saw this and said, oh, you 3D printed the save icon. This is brutal. Penguin wears a backpack and walks to the fish market every day to fetch dinner. It is evolving. Americans after they hold the door for you. Therapist, you should get a therapy dog. Me, sharing my problems to my therapy dog. Therapy dog. Does anyone else ever get the random urge to get your life together in the middle of the night? Yes, it usually wears off by morning. PG movie, useless X scene. R movie. I don't know, I still just watch Kung Fu Panda repeatedly. At least the X scenes in that movie actually had a point. If this can happen to Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, then us mere mortals have no chance. Everyone already forgets that the government said aliens exist. Mark Zuckerberg. I graduated from law school 6 years ago with $250,000 of student loan debt, but after years of hard work and tens of thousands of dollars of payments, I can officially say that I now owe $315,000. Hooray. TikTok users in the theater when the movie doesn't have a continuous clip of Subway Surfers playing to keep them stimulated. 7-year-old cousin is over. She wants to play the PS4 in my room. Mom tells me to keep the door open. What the F did she mean by this? You finally get your crush's heart, but you don't know where to put the lead body. Woman gets up from a pool of her own blood. We are in the living room, you dumped it. The serial killer who's her over 20 times. You're joking, right? If a professor brags about how hard it is to pass their class, then drop the class. They should not be proud of being bad at conveying information to students. You're not paying thousands of dollars to fail. Find a professor that wants you to pass. As a college instructor, I approve this message. Whenever I park illegally, I always give myself a fake parking ticket before somebody else does it for me. Didn't gamble today. Day 279. Yo mama raised a quitter. It's so funny how $5,000 would change my life right now, and some people spend that on just like a purse. How your dad stares at you after you shift the flashlight a millimeter while he's fixing something. We hate these. Pain. We love these. Ugh, I luck at cuddling 3 minutes in and I'll be checking if you're asleep so I can take pics of the front and back of your bank card. My ancestors watching me use a GPS to get somewhere I have been to 14 times. You're lovely, but I have a girlfriend and goes to sleep on the floor. Cooking tip: if you stir coconut oil into your kale, it makes it easier to scrape it into the trash. That many ex are living in the neighborhood. I would move out as I don't want this kind of competition. There can be only one. When my therapist tells me that feeling something bad is going to happen is called anxiety and not spidey sense. What's the worst ex you have ever had? Not ex, but worst sell moment of my life was when I grabbed Bob's for the first time and my pants. Feeding is weird, especially at 32. Be American. Get fat, get become poor because surgery is $100,000. Be European. Get by SIS. Be Asian. Died because of stress and no GF. Be African. Be African. Be Australian. Get chilled by venomous animal and lose war against emu. I guess no place on earth is good after all. I couldn't find a single pic of her as a watching a Shaun of one man and one woman is 50%. Can solve it with a Shaun of two women, but that makes it and we go back to 100%. So there's no real solution. God damn it. 80% good boy. Electricity went out and I had a small meltdown at work today. Guys, I'm stuck in the we work lift. Hi. Guys is a gendered pronoun. We recommend alternatives like folks'll, everyone, your team, crew, etc. We appreciate your help in building an inclusive workplace at Head Out. Folks, I'm stuck in the we work lift. Cop, I pulled you over for not using turning signals. Me. Sorry officer. Can't let these haters know my next move. The bank says I can't afford a $950 mortgage, so I pay $1,400 a month in rent instead. Do you drink or eat the contents of a Tide Pod? Drink it with a straw, like a Kool-Aid jammer. My hamster bites me even though I am so nice to him. Eat him. Assert dominance. I'm a man of mystery. Where are my keys? Where are my shoes? Why did I walk into this room? What is the name of this person who just told me their name? Man of mystery. Me at 24 asking kids what they want to be when they grow up because I'm still looking for ideas. You can have a game library valued at $1,000, but kids are more likely to be impressed by a $14 Fortnite skin. I have a normal library valued at over $1,000. It consists of 3 of my textbooks from college. What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? The average guy is so starved for positive attention that a simple compliment is enough to get him interested in you.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.